Yo, we got a guest today. Yes, this is how we
Yes,
starting off.
sir.
So, in that retrospect, okay, Sid, everyone welcome Sid. Okay, all the hatters are gonna welcome Sid in the comments. But
Big teddy homie said.
yes, I have a question for you. Right? Are you ready for this question, Sid?
It depends.
Uh, don't think too hard about it.
Oh
Oh
no.
gosh, oh gosh, I know it. I know it.
Oh no.
Not this
Okay, okay.
again.
I have to ask everybody. It can't just be me. I refuse to believe that it's
Oh,
just me.
ah. All right, all right, all right. When you get proven wrong again, we go to all right.
Listen, if that is the case, I'll personally call up my uncle who works in a psych ward and be like, "Yo,
All right.
I think he needs to pay me a visit." Okay.
No,
Anyway,
but that's the problem. That's the problem right there. I might already know your uncle. Like,
that is
Crazy,
mental. That is great for this question,
crazy.
but that is mental. No pun intended. So here's the question, right?
mm-hmm.
A woman's son died. She went to the son's funeral. There, she met a man and she was talking to him. Okay? The funeral goes on. She forgets that she didn't ask the man's name. When the funeral ended, she looked for the guy. The guy was nowhere to be seen. She goes home. She kills her daughter and then proceeds to go to the daughter's funeral. Why did she go to the daughter's funeral? Or why did she kill the daughter?
That's an interesting question to start, bro.
You see all this stuff, so I don't know. I am the only person.
You just weird because well,
let,
anyway.
let me hear Sid answer first.
Okay. So she went home.
Yeah, don't think
Okay.
too hard.
No, how did the son die?
We
That's
don't know.
irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
Yeah, we
No,
don't know.
because okay, if she
We
had killed his
don't
son,
know. Sid, we
no,
don't.
no, there's too much that surrounds that question.
No, it is not. Okay, the son died. She went to the son's funeral, met a guy. She liked the guy. At the end of the funeral, she looked for the guy to get his name, his
Oh,
number.
oh,
Wasn't there. She didn't sing that song from AO. Okay, and
so
then
wait,
and
wait, 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 wait,
then
wait, 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 wait,
right.
wait, wait. So
No,
she liked the guy.
Hatima, right? So then, right, she went home, killed her daughter, then proceeds to go to the daughter's funeral. Why did she go to the daughter's funeral?
Um,
Or why did she kill the daughter? Either way, there is a correct answer and there's a wrong answer.
so I would say that there are multiple answers, but out of those multiple answers, there must be a right and a wrong, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I
Um,
just said, you know.
well, okay. Um, that I have to think about that because
No, no,
Why?
no,
I
no.
okay,
said don't
okay,
think
no,
about it
no,
too
just
Don't
hard. The
think.
first
Literally,
thing that comes,
don't think
the
with your
first
head.
thing that
no,
comes to your
no.
mind, that is mental. The first thing that comes to your mind, just say the answer.
Well, there's a few things that come to my mind. It's not just one.
The first one that takes precedence in that little ADHD head of yours. Which one takes precedence first?
Um,
Aside from why the son died, okay, or how the son
no,
died.
because that was actually the first question. The first thing that came into my mind.
I would the second thing
Because
to your mind.
The
no,
second dominant thing.
so one of the things that I'm thinking about is maybe she wanted to see the person again, hoping that the
You
answer
see, it's
was
not
that.
just me.
Nah,
It's
something wrong
not
with all
just
you.
me.
Something actually wrong with all you. Something actually wrong with all
Is
you.
either that or she's just straight up a psychopath.
Is that
Ah,
that's the first
exactly.
thing, right? Like I thought
That's the
she was
whole
just
premise of
psycho and
this.
she was just like doing this for some ungodly reason. And then it kind of made sense because you wanted to see the person again because she had pointed out or she had to point out she wanted to see the guy again. I was like, so she couldn't just go like ask around. Anybody knew said person, describe him like a mugshot.
Bro, that wasn't
But
even first thing
but
that came to my mind. The first thing that came to my mind was, oh, she wanted to see the guy again. And that was
Nah,
even
something
before
wrong with
the
you.
question
Something wrong.
finished.
You
no
got that
no
answer
no
before the
but
question wasn't even finished asking.
Yeah,
no
because they were still given the scenario and I already clocked it, okay? And then I was like, oh, that's what that means? Okay, cool.
Man.
well no
Anyway,
I
Sid,
still
you
find
win
that.
a prize of getting a hat next time I see you. I have not met you, but you know, when we do meet, you will get a hat.
All right, so we're talking about like when I did.
Ah, You know what? That's the best time. It will be relevant to the question I asked today. Why did Ray go to
Just
Stetson
don't come
funeral?
asking to see Ma again, alright? And you went to man kill your daughter, right?
That's
That's
crazy.
mental. No, no. Anyway, it was the question was to see if, what it was, a sociopath or a psychopath. I
Yeah, to
can't
see if
remember.
you're
One
a
out of the two.
sociopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that got that answer.
As I
I
say,
had
dog,
a,
I
I
might know
had
your
a, I
uncle.
had a. If you ever mix a drink for me, dog boy, I had to really consider when that because yeah, like like that question. I thought too hard about it, and I didn't get it on the first or second try. But the fact that that was like the second thing that came to your mind, bro, you're not as bad as her, right? Because she get it before the scenario wasn't even
Honestly,
complete.
technically, it
So
is the first thing in his mind, okay? Because the sun has absolutely nothing to do with this.
no,
So
but the
if
first thing
we
in his mind
eliminate
was how
that
the
one,
son died. So that was the second thing
No,
in his
but
mind.
so
Mhm.
is it just the needs of that person that made them make that decision?
We don't know.
We don't know. She just wanted to see the guy again, and he came to the funeral last time her kid died, so she did it again to see if he would come again.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
problems.
yeah.
Wait, so what
Mm.
does that determine I am?
You're
You're
not
just like
fully a
me.
sociopath. You're half of a sociopath. You're half in it.
That might nothing.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
ain't stopping
gosh.
until I reach 100%, dog.
That is crazy. I have another question, right? This is for both of you. I'm so glad that I'm the only female here.
Who tell you
Oh
that?
my gosh.
I thought
What?
you was a big hard back man.
You know what? We'll go with that. Anything could happen in Wonderland. But next the next question I have for you, right? If there were no woman for an entire day, what would you do?
Live like normal.
You
Real,
know what? I
real.
respect that.
I could
So you're not gonna walk. Mm-hmm.
I could do what I need to do. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Jesus. You
it
know
does.
what? You know what this made me realize you don't have a girl. Because if you had a girl, you wouldn't be saying it like that. You're like, know what? I'll be walking around my house free willy, bro. Free willy. You know?
I mean, and listen, there's nothing wrong with slinging the
My
the
wallets will be
helicopter,
filled for
but
that entire day. You know? Yeah.
Nah, I don't have
Yeah.
a girl and I still broke. It don't make it
I
don't add up.
oh Jesus. The
I mean,
shorts for this
hey,
one about to go insane.
Money
Yeah.
being made, but bills had to pay now, boy.
yeah. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
I don't have anybody, and I broke too. So I mean, hey, it is what it is.
I
Ah,
Jesus.
boy.
It is what
All
it
you sing
is.
finesse.
Jesus.
All you sing finesse.
Ah,
Finesse is all your team song.
no, no. But you single
Finesse.
and broke too, so
If I broke,
um,
hey, excuse, don't be sprouting out my business, okay?
But
My
if you want us to sound out
business.
don't be
ours,
judging us with them eyes over
excuse
there,
you.
with them ears over there.
All you willingly said all
Scooby,
your own business, okay? All you willingly
Scooby,
said all your
Scooby.
own business. Anyway, on this grief case topic, right? We were not on a grief case topic, but anyway, I
Oh my
digress.
god.
I am blessed and I will digress. So this, what is your take on the grief case since you watched it and you liked that one? Do you think we should change it? Coin the term
Nah,
grief case. Sid.
nah, nah.
No? No? But you liked it though.
Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it. I had good
Mm,
laughs,
good
and
laughs.
that's
Mm.
most important.
I feel
Anything,
you. Oh, so
anything.
you agreed with Tristan on that one. No, we should not coin the term grief case.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Did you hear an athlete died in
From
the
what?
triathlon in
What
the
triathlon?
Olympics?
Really?
I
Wait,
think it was the Olympics. I know he died in a
really?
triathlon. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. Okay. Don't quote me that it was in the Olympics. But
Well,
yeah, an athlete died. He drowned.
Damn. Did he catch cramp?
Yeah. Uh Furiga Soyo. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay,
sure.
okay, okay.
No one knows because he was swimming. I
Mm.
think his name was Lazar. Don't come for me in the comments. I'm gonna butcher this man's name. Okay, Lazar Du Dukic, right? That
Ah,
was his
yeah,
name.
yeah, you messed it. You messed it. You messed it. You
Do
messed it
it
up.
is what
You
I
messed it
wanted to
up.
say.
You messed it up.
do kick, okay? Look, I'm looking at the name right now. That's what how it's spelled.
Hmm.
Okay?
Hmm.
Good. Good. Glad we had that
But
discussion.
first of all, if this is something that's we must do it, which is, rest in peace to that person, to them
Hmm.
and their family,
Yes.
you
Condolences
know,
to your family.
condolences,
I can't
because
imagine how hard that is though, because he's been doing this for a while and that's how he went out. That's quite sad.
no,
I
well,
mean, he went out doing
he
something he loved at least.
yeah,
He
It's
I was about to say
kind
that
of
same thing.
upsetting. It's kind of upsetting because when I heard about it, was, apparently I get all my news from TikTok now. Uh,
of course.
the guy was like, the lifeguards were essentially useless because no one saw him until the final time he went up. And then he immediately went back down. And then they were like, oh my gosh, we gotta go. And then his body was not discovered when they did go. They had to call in some expert divers to find his body.
Shit.
That.
No, but like,
Huh.
okay, as messed up as that is, like,
Hmm.
can you imagine how some of maybe the competitors may have felt in that situation? Like,
I, the
not
thing is,
knowing
I
that.
don't think anybody noticed until last minute. That's the whole thing. That's the whole consensus around it. Like, no, they genuinely believe that no one noticed until last minute.
That's
That's scary.
I can't really describe that because, like, my, I did not know that before it was being said here, and that is a bit heart sinking because imagine, let's just say one of the athletes is like his good friend and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and imagine y'all are working together, y'all know each other from competing previously in the Olympics or from other events, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know the person that you used to have that competitive friendliness with is, not there. I could imagine, like, although the competitiveness is one side of it, I could imagine, like, the bond of going through that, talking with each other, things like that, having that friendship, like, that's rough.
Yeah.
So in all honesty, condolences to the family, and may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yes, much love to all of his loved ones.
Do you think that's kind of messing with my brain? Is that for the surfing competitions, right? They had such expert lifeguards there. Now I don't know if that was just the local lifeguards in Tahiti, or that was the lifeguards the Olympic Committee sent there from the games itself, right? But those lifeguards were on point. I mean, they got the surfers out from the dangerous waves and all of that stuff fast, 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 fast. So I want to know what
Mm.
type of training or what type of lifeguards, or if these men just were just so unaware of the surroundings that they did not notice somebody struggling until he finally came up with his
Honestly,
last breath. Like that,
the
that is just.
No, well,
the
also,
comment section was like that. The comment section was like, okay, so we have useless lifeguards now. Okay, y'all weren't joking when you say lifeguards don't do scheisse.
I
I was
mean,
like,
yeah,
oh,
because
okay.
like you have competitors in the water, right? You have to be unaware all around. Like you have to be constantly checking around, making sure everything is fine. Not just one direction or a span in front of you. You have to look every direction and have a range, right? You have to make sure all the competitors pass before you say, all right, I could just kind of like whatever, or just or
Mhm.
reposition for whatever the case may be. So I mean that they messed up on that, you know.
Honestly, I can't. Well, I don't. I shouldn't say I can't, but I could only imagine how difficult it is losing someone who is a professional at what they do, right?
Yeah.
Because, uh, damn, my cousin was Dion Lendo, right?
Mhm.
And he died. He was an athlete for Trinidad and Tobago. So imagine when I got the call and they were like, "Oh, so yeah, you go into your program or whatever, but we having the funeral now. If you can like take a few minutes to join the funeral because it's gonna be broadcasted, right?" I
Right.
was like, "Oh shit, okay." I went and I told I told my instructor, and he was like, "What the hell you doing here? Like, you need time?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." But when I came back home, bro, I bawled my eyes out. And then a few years ago, this is like a good while back.
Mm.
My other cousin, she was a professional chess player, and she had a tumor in her brain, and she ended up dying. I was like,
Oh
oh,
gosh.
yeah. So like to lose someone who does sports for their country, or like you barely even see them because of, they're doing what they love. You appreciate that they
It's
do
their
what they love.
dedication.
And yeah, and then to just have them taken away from you one day, and you didn't even like, you weren't preparing for it, because that's something that they do all the time. It's
Yeah.
quite heartbreaking. But I don't like to be all sappy. Okay, so we're gonna try to move on gradually. All right.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure,
uh
that fella named Death there, unpredictable as hell. You never know.
Yeah, and
yeah.
that's a sign, you know. As much as you may think you may be in the best of health, as much as you may think all is fine, you should really pay attention to your health, you know, get yourself checked out, do your routine checkups, take your time and check your health because trust
You don't
me,
know if he was sick though. That's the
no
thing.
no no
You
and
don't.
that's it.
Yeah.
You know, if health is such an interesting thing because at moments you could be perfectly fine. Now I ain't no doctor, don't quote me on this, but there are moments where you could be perfectly fine, but the moment you do something that's, it may be regular, it may be irregular to your routine, but your body may just react in a different way.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's truly unpredictable. And
Yeah.
in this case we showed, well, not showed, we was able to see how unpredictable it can be. You know, you never know who
Well.
can be affected. You never know when. So
Mhm. Well,
it
since we're on the topic of health, right?
Hmm.
You all know there's a more deadly spread of monkeypox coming out, and a lot of people who report on it online are being shut down, especially on TikTok. Because I had one saved to like send it to you, right? Just
Yeah.
and I went back today because it came out like a few hours ago, as in yesterday when I
Hmm.
looked at it because it was nighttime. Uh, it got taken down because, and then that one he said, "Yo, so I'm trying to report on the mpox, right?" And for some odd reason, I've done this video 3 times, and each time TikTok has taken it down. So I don't know if you all will see this, how many of you see this, but just know that there's a deadly surge coming up, coming in from African countries. China is now screening for it because they don't want things. They don't want an outbreak in China, so
Yeah.
they're screening goods that coming in, checking people are coming in. And there was this other guy. He didn't come from Africa. He was in a European country that had it, and they were like, "Oh shoot." Well, I don't know. So he was like, "I don't know if it's gonna be like coronavirus where uh certain people are allowed to talk about it." Though fam, we post dead late, so this gonna come out in
Or,
September.
yeah.
But
Most likely in September. The
but
time recording this, but
yeah, but just know that at the time of this recording it's still August.
yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I did you know about that, Sid, that there's a deadly outbreak in nothing, bro? The amount of shit I found out on TikTok, like when
TikTok
it
is the
had the
best
oil
place for
spill,
news nowadays. Yeah.
when it had the
yeah.
oil spill for our country, and they were like, wait, I live in Trinidad and I didn't even know that we had an
Yeah.
oil spill on
No,
oceans. I was like,
I
what?
I can say that confidently that that's one thing I knew about because I commute back and forth, not regularly, but often enough to know about it and to be aware of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But with regards to the
Mm.
monkeypox, sorry, um, yeah, I did not know about that, and I mean, if there's an outburst,
A outbreak?
that. Um,
Yeah.
no, but say if there's an outburst in symptoms and things like
Outbreak.
that within people,
You said
um,
it again. It's
all
funny.
right,
Yeah, continue.
all right,
Continue, continue.
all right,
Continue, continue.
okay. Nah, but like in all seriousness, like that is not something that I don't think that's something that should be suppressed because
Yeah.
that's important to know because we
Hmm.
have in the world there's a lot of people that travel and you never know,
Yeah,
like
we don't
if
know where it's coming from because
yeah,
if it was originally thought to be in Africa and this guy came from a European country, it's like,
or
yo,
any
where
part
is
of
it?
the world or any part of the world, you don't know where it originated. yeah, symptoms may have showed up in one location, but
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, that's just where it showed up. You can't say, well, oh, well, it's from here, unless
Yeah,
it's,
because who
you know,
knows where this person has been, how many places has been affected and not showed signs yet, stuff like that.
exactly.
So
And it's kind of scary because Corona kind of started the same way, um,
mhm.
where it's like, okay, it started off here. Next thing you know, well, okay, it's showing symptoms of a normal cold, blah 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 blah, and it's like, damn, people starting to die. And then it's like, oh wait, hold up. They started to suppress people. I would say it's kind of similar. They started to suppress people that spoke about it, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, we have this thing going on that's worldwide.
They want to talk about it when it's too late.
yeah. Well, I mean that's the
Yeah.
plan, isn't it? That was the plan.
Ah,
That's a sensitive way to put
you
it.
know what? Let me just no.
No, but in terms of this new monkeypox variant, right? I did
Hmm.
I don't know if it was the same
Wait,
thing.
has it
You
has it been confirmed that it's a new variant?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay,
because
so
people
that
because
that
it's
that
more
actually
deadly.
Yeah,
that's
it is more deadly.
much
But the,
more
the thing
scary.
the thing about it is, right? I came across something. I can't remember if it's on TikTok or somebody told me, but they said that like how since COVID, this is not what I researched or whatever. This is something I heard, right? They said that how since
Hmm.
COVID failed, they've been doing something with the
Sources, trust me,
mosquitoes.
bro.
They've been doing something with the mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes have been passing around this deadly virus. So I don't know if it's the variant of
Oh
monkeypox
yeah,
or
I
it's
heard
not.
I heard about that where this
Yeah,
new country was trying to pass things to they were testing out with the blood sucking demons that we do not like in our homes.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they said that how they releasing like 1,000 or 100,000 of them into their city, the country to help with some shit. I was like, what? Why would you do that? Why
What?
why would you do that?
That
Yeah.
don't make sense.
You didn't
I
hear about that?
will.
Bro, this was like
No,
the whole thing in
I'm
July.
sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I live under. Call me Patrick
Really?
Star if you must. But
Okay.
at the end of the day, like, why would you test on your population?
I don't know.
Why? That's that's enough. I would say that's a criminal offense.
I mean,
Mm,
You can't be using the public like, okay. I mean, there's a difference between if you sign a contract, you know, you
yeah.
sign a contract
yeah,
and
yeah,
you're willing to be tested, and you're willing to become a lab rat, essentially, like the holistic term for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, this is the people that is not knowing
Excuse me.
of
Oh shit. I thought
what
I was
is
muted.
going to happen.
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
if this is the people that is not knowing, that must be an offense, right?
You think you really think governments out here really care about their people? Mm-mm.
Bro,
No.
governments don't care, man. They
Is it?
don't
As
care.
I
long as they
I
keep
am
making money, they don't
okay.
care.
Okay.
Anyway,
I
so
wish the best. I hope for the best of the people. Okay.
I
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, the people in the government that genuinely do care are either have to go into hiding or are silenced to the point where if they do or even they twitch out of the normal, bro, it
mm,
just disappears. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what?
And we not. I don't want to expand on this, but we've heard that with respect to some of the rumors that went around with COVID.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
But at the end of the day, like that. No, no. In all fairness, we do have
Hmm.
that increase in the monkeypox internationally. But if we look at home here, right, we do see an increase in dengue. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
all of a sudden, these blood sucking demons, according to Ray, you know,
Hmm.
it it has become much more readily available, if I must say so, because, like, I got it a few weeks ago. I am thankfully I recovered well.
Yes,
Shout
you
out to
still
Papa
sound
Leaf, dog. Shout out to Papa Leaf.
Yes,
you
yes, yes,
still
for real.
sound like a dying mongoose, but yes, continue.
Yeah, that's how I normally song. What are you talking about?
That is not true. You don't sound congested like that.
Nah, nah. If it's one thing that has remained is a bit of congestion, because I after I got that, I did get like the common cold that has been running around recently, and
Hmm.
the congestion is a pain in the
Hoo
AWC.
ha. Yes.
It's been a problem, and I don't like it because yeah, I may have been able to recover from it in about 2 to 3 days,
Mm.
but I know a lot of my peers who have been down for weeks, and like there's
Sid
not
gets
much to
really,
say.
really into topics about health, doesn't he?
No, well, it's like
Yeah,
depending on.
it's
You know, I
interesting.
wish that I could tell you something and ask you a question, but maybe I'll save that for the next time that you're on. I already told Tristan this. Tristan was mad
Yes,
confused when I told him yesterday.
yes,
But
yes.
it does concern health, but I do want to move on before we end this session, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I,
Yeah. Like for people, for anyone that is going through anything in their country disease wise, please be safe. I
Yes.
would
yeah,
suggest start wearing your masks and thing again because you can't really trust
Yeah,
wear your
be
people at this
mask,
safe.
special class.
be
Watch your hygiene.
sanitary.
Wash your hands, especially when you're going out. Have that hand sanitizer on lock in your bag. Put a
Don't
little.
Yeah.
forget to bathe.
Yeah, I mean
As soon
that.
as you reach home, every time, oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I don't know
yeah,
why people just do
yeah.
that. Just as soon as you reach home, go bathe, okay? Unless you have on shoes, then stand up in one spot. Take off your shoe, wait
Oh,
a
oh
few
yeah, yeah,
minutes, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
go
As
and
soon as you
bathe.
walk in the yard, just grab the hose and whoosh.
Nah, 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 bro. Crank up that pressure washer, bro.
No, don't do that. You'll kill people.
You wanna scrub out the melanin from people? Wait, what?
Nah. What are you trying to do, bro?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Before we end this off, I have another question for you, right?
Mm,
Yeah.
Mm,
Uh, what do you think is more meaningful, capturing moments through videos, in photos, or none at all, just pure memories?
mm. Tress, you go first.
me first. All right.
Yes, bingo bean.
I no, we're not doing this. We don't know. We're not
Why?
starting with that again. We're not
Why not?
starting with that again. All
I
right,
love my
Tanti.
quail eggs
All
that
right,
look.
Tanti
I
Ray.
love
All right,
my
Tanti Ray.
quail eggs in bean form. What do you mean, bro?
All right, Tanti Ray. Let me answer your question.
Yeah,
Ah, I think
Tanti, I'm younger than you. Eh? I
I
digress.
yeah, but I mean somehow you're older than me at the same time. Anyways.
You know what? You know what? If you could see the look on my face, you smell how sad I am. Okay?
That's
I'll tell you this. I'll tell
crazy.
you this,
That's
Tristan. All right, bro.
yeah.
Puppy age dog looks.
Real,
What?
real, real, real.
Bruv.
But to
What?
follow up on the greatest quote from the greatest superhero that has recently released a movie, shout out Deadpool. Yeah, yeah. Um, I
Mm,
would say like just memories from just remembering moments. It's nice like
yeah,
the photos and videos are nice to have to like maybe say you could look back on some wild stupid stuff and
yeah,
things like that. But like sometimes having like if you were to capture every moment on photo or video, that's a lot to go through, right? Whereas you could just kind of remember something off the bat in your mind and then you would if it's not 100% to how it actually happened, then you could look if you have a video or a photo to remember it by. But yeah, most of the time you just like the most important things just end up stored in your head and like things that you wouldn't even think that you would remember no matter how
yeah.
stupid it is.
Core
Randomly you could
memories.
be talking about something and just get a nostalgia thing and then hey, you remember this when this happened, this, stuff like that, and like you didn't think you would remember it but you do. So I would
Yeah.
say just remembering good times is such a vibe. If you have a video to show the shits and giggles, I mean that's cool too.
What about
But
you,
like
Sid?
I agree with Tristan on that
Okay.
because there's a lot that can be done.
Mm-hmm.
When you make memories, they're stored in your head. I often say this: if a image or video have to remind you of the memory, then
Mm-hmm.
how important was the memory to you? I'm not trying to say, like okay, let me say you go to a family gathering,
Yeah.
and you all have a lot of fun, ting, blah blah blah, and you remember all the little moments, interacting with your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your peers, things like that. Versus, oh well, you see the picture, it's like, oh yeah, I remember this. like how much do you remember? If you understand what I'm trying to say, you
Yeah.
know, because at the end of the day, memories are something that you will live with forever until you die, and nothing can beat that. You know,
Yeah, I agree. But okay, so hear me out, right?
Hmm.
I agree with what you're saying, okay, Tris
Hmm.
and Sid, right? But my thing is that I'll play devil's advocate here, right?
Mm.
Sometimes
it's
we
okay
could
to admit
focus
that your memory is shit, you know.
my memory is not shit, bro. It is not. But I would say that how if you do have a photo or a video of said memory that you are so fond of, it transports you back to that moment, right? It
Yeah,
like
Mhm.
yeah.
rejogs your memory and it brings you back to that moment. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, devil's advocate aside, okay, I would say that people have become slaves to their devices, right? In a sense that no one uses their memory anymore. And it it came to my it came to my knowledge that how much I depend on my phone when I went to get a checkup and the nurse was like, okay, so what's your mom number? And I was saying her number wrong. Like I had all the numbers there in my head, but
God
I
damn.
was technically saying it back to front. Okay. And I legit had to go open my phone. I'm like, I should know this shit. Why am I opening my phone to like know something that I should already know? Right. Back in primary school, I would rattle off that thing. Okay. But anyway, but now people go to concerts, go make memories, hypothetically speaking. Okay. They go make memories, quote unquote, and they just have their phones out. Every single thing they do, they just have their phones out. Like no one actually sits and enjoy the moment anymore. Now, if and the best moments that you remember are not captured on like a video or a photo.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
But
But
what is scary
okay,
for just memories is that some people have Alzheimer's,
yep.
right? And some of those memories may be lost. Okay. But on that note, I'm going to transition here real quick. Okay. I know Sid has to leave soon, but there was a guy who had
is it
Alzheimer's, forgot he had Alzheimer's, and cured himself. Okay.
What?
that is what we call performance.
Dog,
That
dog,
is what we
this
call
man is on a
performance.
higher level of thinking we cannot comprehend.
Nah,
Bro,
he
okay,
Oh
escaped
Tris,
my
I
simulation.
want to send
gosh.
this to you. I want to
He
send this
escaped
to
the
you
simulation.
because it is funny. But yeah, I have another thing about
No, but
that theory, but I'll talk about it in another one. I don't know if Sid wants to be there for that one because I will retouch on that topic. But yeah.
can I add a little bit to that before
Okay, go
we,
ahead.
we,
Yeah,
clo-
yeah,
we close
I'm
it down?
sending it to you on in IG, okay,
yeah,
Tris?
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what I want to add to that, what you said, is we talked about positive memories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the negative memories?
Well,
Fam,
that just to the forefront, bro. That just to the forefront.
Because,
Everything
okay,
negative, I was just
okay,
touch the front, dog.
let's say, you have,
no, no. If you're a negative person and you focus on negative, the negative things will be dominant. If
no,
you
but,
think
but
positively most of the time, then you'll remember positive things.
no, but let's talk about hurt,
Just I sent it to you. Yeah.
all right? If we're talking about hurt, that's a different topic because okay, yes, negative is one thing, and negative can come under can many things, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if you talk about hurt, like let's say you and your girlfriend or your boyfriend, just come out of a relationship and you have these memories with them, but you try to move on because at the end of the day, you do remember the wrong that they did you. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you have these images on your phone or your devices that are showing all the happy moments.
Yeah, but
isn't that hurtful? Isn't that jarring to your heart?
some people also keep screenshots of the terrible things. And I'm like, why would you do that? And then they say for receipts, if in case I have to take them to court. And I'm like, first of all,
Well then, is that even a productive memory to begin with?
I some people just like feeding into negativity,
Are you? I
I
was
just
about to
think
say, is
people
that just
like
you
editing themselves
holding?
for no reason. I think people just dislike themselves so much they just keep like shit that's harmful to them around, and
Maybe they're a
they've been
masochist.
accustomed to it for so long they don't even realize it.
Maybe the masochist.
Yeah, maybe they just like feeling pain. Like who
I mean,
knows?
I mean, okay, well, uh, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be physical
All
pain,
I had to say,
but
people out there, you like what you like,
okay,
but
okay, okay, okay. So
you
if
know,
somebody a
figure
masochist,
that
they
shit
like
out.
emotional pain too.
Yeah,
Okay, fair enough. So yeah,
because pain is pain. If you get off on pain, then you know.
that and okay, okay. I don't know about getting off on the pain. I just say,
I
it
I
just.
mean, you could.
I mean, I wouldn't go
I'm
so
not
far,
going.
but yeah,
I'm not going
we
to
know
expand upon that.
we,
Take
we,
that
we know you
however
had the
you
No, no,
want.
dungeon
no,
dog
no,
in the
no,
back
no.
there. No, no, yeah, it's okay,
In
it's okay.
in all fairness,
Mm-hmm.
I could kind of agree with, like, why it is you're not gonna get into it, because, like, at the same time, you do not know what makes a masochist a masochist.
Real,
Facts.
At the end of the day, if they like what they like what they like, and you can't change that about them.
real,
All right,
Facts.
people are, well, people are people. They have their own choices to make.
Mm-hmm.
So
real.
you can't influence that.
Just is giving preach. Just is just like you're in a sermon and it's just like preach. Amen.
No, but what you're saying is real. But at the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
time, people kind of stupid too. But I digress. But I
Oh,
digress. But I
oh
digress.
my gosh. Yes, be blessed and digress. My word.
Nah, nah. I mean,
No, because okay,
whatever
I'm
goes is
not
whatever
outright calling
goes.
people. Okay, I am, but at the same time, right?
You know,
Common sense is a thing.
wisdom is chasing you,
Con,
and but you are faster, is what your son is trying
common
to say.
sense, common sense. Yes, yes, yes.
No, but at the end of the day, I remember, like, common sense is a hard thing to find in a way.
Yeah, as I've heard on another podcast from a clip, dog. Some people are as sharp as a spear. All right, let that sink
My
in for a
toxic
second.
trait is believing that everyone has common sense and that get upset when they don't.
Ah, yes, 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 yes. I
Ew.
have learned recently because I've been good, like the past year or two.
Mm.
I've been like so mad at people because like I'm like, where's the like where's the common sense that you're asking stupid question? You know what I mean? But
They
I feel
asking
like
answers or they just asking stupid
no, they're just
questions.
asking ridiculous questions that is like literally
Right.
right in front of them, and it's like you do not see,
No, but okay,
like oh, you
okay.
observe,
So
you have
at
eyes.
one point in time, I've been told that I ask stupid questions, right? And at the end of the day, it's like you don't know what's going on in someone's head, right?
Honestly, I
You
wouldn't say
don't
that
know.
it's stupidity because some people are just genuinely curious. They don't know any better and they do ask
Ex-
for the sake of asking because they
Exactly,
want to know.
right?
Okay, okay, okay. So
If
no, so
somebody's
let me give you an
completely
example
innocent,
of
no,
your lack
wait,
of
wait,
common sense that you're
wait,
talking about, right?
wait,
This is
wait.
deep. Okay, yeah, yeah.
If it is somebody is completely innocent and they don't know about some of the realities of life,
Hmm.
right? You
Yeah.
know, they've grown up that way, right?
Hmm.
How are they supposed to know without asking the question? And the thing is, when it is you shun those people, or you tell them, what kind of question you asking, boy? When you tell people those, they don't feel the ability to ask questions like that again. And that just makes them more, it kind of puts them into their own cocoon a bit. They won't
Yeah.
speak
I
about
understand
certain
what you're
things, they won't talk about certain things. So there's I you know how some teachers used to say there's no such thing as a stupid question.
saying. Yeah.
Yes.
I do agree with them. Of course, there are times when you're lying with your brethren, or you're lying with your sisters, and you're just there like, dog, what you asking? You, because at the end of the day, that's the expectation you put in yourself out to these people that you surround yourself with. And at the end of the day, you must come back down to remember you do not know what's going through their heads. You know?
I mean, sometimes do you really want to?
Yeah,
You know
you
what?
don't know.
I agree with that.
You don't know if they just happen to be intoxicated or not. But,
Oh.
like,
No, 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 no. But like,
that's a whole different story.
yeah,
Let's not
I
work
Mm.
on that
understand what you're
part.
saying. If like they gr- they don't know, they don't have much experience with certain things, and that's all fine. But what I'm talking about, right, is that when a customer walks into the shop and they see the tag with the whole
Mhm.
description of the item they want to buy, and they ask, "What kind of item is this?" I really have to take a second to be like, "You serious?" Like, you
For
understand
some
what I'm
reason,
saying?
I thought it was a shoe that they picked up and they asked what the shoe was. I don't.
No, no, no,
No, because it had some times where I walked in a store, I picked
Ah,
up the thing,
boy.
and I
no.
was like, "Oma, what is this?" Right? But then she's like, you read it?" I'm like, "But I look right," and it wasn't specific. So I'm like, "Okay, I know what it is, but what the hell does it do?" That's the real question that I wanted to ask. But it just came out as, what is this? So maybe you have to
you know,
ask them.
and,
What do you
on
mean?
the topic of shoes, that's why I could respect Payless. You know,
Wait,
they
you mean
put up,
Timo in
you
disguise?
know,
Yeah, continue.
no, no,
I
Payless
was
puts
joking,
up,
man. Stop it.
It's
No.
like, okay.
no, Payless puts up the men's section and the women's section, because I wear a size 12, sometimes 13,
Have a
right?
Hmm.
break.
And it's like, you go and it's like, damn, bro, this shit either sold out or it just not in my section. I can't get this in this design.
Mm.
Like it's there from the 6 to 10, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
there. So I could respect that. But
I mean,
like,
sure.
this is a life lesson, in Ori. You just need to read.
Fam,
Wow.
I
Well,
can read. I'm not illiterate. What the hell? You know what? That's all the time we have for this podcast. Thank you
uh,
for joining, Sid. We love you here
yes,
on
yes,
Mad Hatters.
yes.
You fit right
We'd
in.
love
I'm
to have
so
you
glad.
back.
Yes, please do come back, okay?
Thank you guys for
Yes,
So
having
yes,
that
me.
I
yes.
get a little rest because I realize that I barely spoke today, and I love that.
Welcome to my portion of this podcast. But
Just talked
I
a
do
lot
chime in.
today because you were here. I hope you know
I
that. Like,
Well, I mean, you just be rapid fire anything like Gambit when he trained them cards. Like,
you know
I
what?
be like listening.
Keep up, okay?
Mhm.
Keep
No,
up.
I do be keeping up though, but
No,
I'd be like,
no,
when I
it's
go to
it's
be like,
it's
well,
two
it's
against
like,
one.
hold on,
Slow
just
down.
now, ask someone else to tell you. I'll be like, okay, cool. Just now, ask someone else to tell you. Wait, let me finish. So it's like, I do be keeping up, but like, it's such a micro space in between. You have
I
to
can't
get a
make
weird
you
out.
bored, bro. I cannot
I'm
make
not
you bored.
bored.
I can't have you being bored. I know. You know
Nah,
why you're not bored? Because I don't stay on one topic for long. That is
Uh,
why.
yeah.
if you
Sure,
say so.
roll with that. Roll with that.
Yes, yes. Anyway, so be sure to like check out the TikTok, Instagram, follow us there. If you're listening to this on Spotify, be sure to give us 5 stars. We will try our best to convince Sid to come back if you will like him. If not,
Yes,
he's still
yes.
gonna be back because we like him, and that's your
Yeah,
problem.
I will
But
drag I will drag his paralyzed body to the microphone. Okay. Yes, you will.
Eh, anyway, if you have anything to comment on that interested you in this episode, anything at all, please do comment it down below. Said, please watch the podcast, the full episodes, not just the shorts, so that you understand why I said I would love to have you back here because Tristan talks more when you're here.
No, it's just that we have more room to debate and stuff. It's not just between two people, one person just rapid firing topics before they even get a rebuttal. But I digress. But
So
anyways,
so
folks.
so on another note,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
does that mean you're trying to say,
I don't
if
mind
you're
having a third
interested,
co-host.
if you're interested, feel free. You could be a guest.
Me?
Is that what? No, no. I mean, like,
Oh, a permanent
to
guest. You
no,
mean
no, no,
no,
no, no. Not
a
permanent guest.
co-host?
I mean, like
Uh-huh.
a guest onto the show.
Fam, you are a guest on the show. This is your
No,
first
but I'm
podcast. What do
not
you mean?
speaking. I'm not speaking for me. I'm speaking
Oh,
for others that
for others.
Oh, yeah.
Fam, we don't have that many friends. What do you mean, fam?
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Anyway, if any hatters out there can, convince Tristan to talk a lot more, feel free to like
Listen,
email
listen.
us.
This girl trying to paint this the one way. No, 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 no. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. I be trying to talk. There was one episode I had
Oh my gosh, yes, you
things
did
to
tell
talk
me after
about.
the podcast.
Things to talk
After the
about,
podcast,
right?
because no, I
And
kid you not, bro.
this girl was like, "So you didn't have anything to talk about today?" I was like, "Yeah, I did," but
I
like,
kid you not.
it was just
The
swooping so
whole
fast
time,
between
every
topics. I
time,
was like,
I let me speak, okay?
"No, no, no, no! You speak it enough. You speak it enough, all
The
right?"
whole time, right? Okay, no, I given him context when we
Wait, wait,
first
wait, wait, wait,
started
wait,
this,
wait,
right?
wait, wait, wait.
No, let me
Me,
tell
Wait,
him.
me,
wait,
me,
Let me tell
wait,
him,
wait, wait,
me,
wait.
Tris.
me and the
Let
audience
me tell
head.
him. Okay, good. Before when we started this podcast, the first few sessions, right? I was like, Tris, you need to come with something to talk about. Tris, you need to come to something to talk about, right? When I've accepted that Tristan never has anything to talk about was the moment Tris had something to talk about, okay? And that whole podcast, I was just going off of topics. And he was like, yo, I actually had stuff to talk about today, and I never got a oof to say it because
Yeah, no, because
like you were just rapid
here's
firing.
the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? The vibes were so high and the topics were just flowing. So it's like I didn't want
I
it
don't
to
even
like
remember what episode that
cause.
was.
Yeah, same. I can't even remember because it's so far ahead
Yeah.
of schedule. But I digress. Yeah, I didn't want
Yeah.
to like obstruct the flow and then have it be something so off topic, and then we try to find back, the vibes or whatever thing. So it's like if things are just flowing, sure, why obstruct it?
I will
Honestly,
say
but we
this.
did make up for it in the
Yeah, yeah,
next episode.
yeah, yeah.
We
I
did
will.
talk.
I will say this.
Uh-huh.
Between the three of us, we
Uh-huh.
like tangents. So if,
Oh yeah.
if y'all like to see that, by all means, just let us know,
Oh yeah, for sure,
because
for
trust
sure.
me, we will build a tangent on a tangent. All right.
Yeah.
Facts. But yes, if you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and we'll see you in Wonderland the next time we hop down that rabbit hole.
Bye.
Have a good one, folks.